This 75-year-old woman got into a fight at Tim Hortons. Now, I fired Tim Hortons in 2020 because they're just absolutely horrific. And now the Canadians, all they do is post about Tim Hortons. But this woman, 75, got into a fight with the employees of Tim Hortons. And they fight like a man. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the Canadian comments. So, according to the Canadian comments, because that woman hit first, I allegedly was allowed to beat the fuck out of the woman in the elevator that hit me first. I don't think so. I think there's something wrong with you Canadians in the comment section. But let's just take a look at it, and I noticed that the Canadians that are absolutely despicable are generally Liberals and NDP. They promoted this violence. They thought, what happened to this 75-year-old woman? When you get bad service there, no, she shouldn't have touched anyone first, period, And even if they touched her first, she wouldn't have been able to win the fight, okay? What they should have said is refund. But we don't get to hear what is being said. We just see what is happening. And we'll hear what this guy has to say. But the comment sections, you guys are vile. You're so vile in Canada. Absolutely. The majority of you are. No wonder why you're so racist. And you listen to your government as it promotes hate for a variety of different groups of people. It's so horrible.
55-year-old woman Anita Grayson walking into a Tim Hortons store. What happens next will result in her death. She heads over to this counter without really stopping to order, so we can assume she's already placed an order and is here to pick it up. We can speculate that her order wasn't ready, and perhaps that's why she gets so mad to begin with. The tape provided by police zooms in, and we no longer have a time code, so from here, when she starts arguing, we don't know how much time has passed. Regardless, Anita is now pissed. There's no sound, but we can clearly see this person stepping in to tell Anita she needs to leave. And the hand gesture you just saw seems to indicate the employee is telling Anita she needs to bring it down. The employee wants peace here. Now here's where we try to figure out who touched who first, because that's important. They're all too close to each other, but this move by Anita right here seems to be the first anyone has touched anyone else. And what does that do? It opens the door for touching in defense, which the employee does here. Anita then escalates again by pushing this employee, who obviously doesn't take well to that. The employee still doesn't touch Anita, but gets in her face. Anita responds by punching the employee. Now, can we guess what kind of reaction that might elicit? That's right, now the employee has been fully thrust into it and fights back. The other employees eventually separate the two. We see here, as circled by the police, that Anita has ripped out chunks of the employee's hair. From here, Anita sits at a table, calls 911, has a heart attack, and later dies. The reactions seen in the media are largely in support of Anita.
No human being should go to get coffee and die on a floor from a heart attack.
The place needs to be shut down. It's not safe to walk in there, obviously.
I want justice for my mom. Y'all cannot deny it. Everybody done seen what happened to her. You 17-year-old, you put your hands on my auntie, take your to jail. And that's how I feel, and I'm done. Cut.
Well, I think we're done too, because this case is open and shut. You want to wreck the lives of some minimum wage kids trying to get by because your auntie can't control herself? If you're 75 years old and you've got heart problems, maybe you shouldn't go around hitting people and getting involved in fights, especially over pastries.
I am so happy I didn't get nanobots to make me a person filled with psychopathy. Yeah. I mean, honestly, 350 pounds of fatigue. Lived to be 75 and couldn't resist violence. Zero impulse control and zero personality accountability. You can tell a lot from the family's reaction. Let's see what this is. Looking for money. Fatigue. And they laugh. They literally laugh. Let's just take a look at what kind of person we have. We've got 10. Kevin O'Leary is a monster. See, these are nobodies. All of these people here, none of them have a YouTube channel. Most of them are like, you know, just monsters. Oh, this one does. Let's take a look at Huff. Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of guns. He would be into beating an elderly woman to death. You know, there's protecting yourself, stopping the violence, which I advocate for and I actively do, but I don't stay behind and beat the shit out of them. Okay, so this guy here is obviously looking for money. Maybe they're looking for the family member. Dum-dum. Yeah, let's see who you are. Are you even anybody? No subscribers. Nobody likes them. They're just monster. Probably Canadian. The fatigue never ends. Hope the employees are okay. Oh my God, but of course. But of course, he's a nobody. Another nobody. So all these people have said that when I had that issue with that druggie, that, you know, that I could have, you know, went nuts on her. And I know I wouldn't have done that, you know, because it didn't hurt. She would have hurt me. I would have used enough force to stop her. But I wouldn't have ripped out her hair. I mean, that's dirty fighting. Who's Bert? Oh. So, this is, what is this? Is this video game player? Video game player? Like, what kind of people do we have in Canada? I gotta tell you, the majority of these people are absolutely fucked. Now, this guy here doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. Look at all these people laughing. And most of them are nobodies, you know? They don't put themselves out. Wow, you know, as a 17-year-old, I would have never done that to a senior because I know that I'm stronger than a senior. I'm behind a gate and I can walk away. I can phone 911. That was handled so bad. I never had to beat up any of my clients, and I probably did at least 18 years of customer service. Employees should be given a medal. We didn't even get to hear. Oh, here it is. Me. Yeah, monsters. Killed over 100,000 people. Not one person could, you know, who? What the fuck? I'm so happy I didn't get a jabberoo. I could be thinking that you're allowed, if someone hits you, you're allowed to beat the shit out of them to death. Oh, they're all talking about money. about money. Your Tim Hortons suck. You know, your Tim Hortons really suck. Anyone with an intelligence, you know, stopped visiting them, you know, probably around 2020 when it really showed up, like me. You know, I quit going there. They're horrible. So, understandable. The average IQ is only 99 in Canada, point something. So, wow. I know she shouldn't have hit the person, but I also know that was way over the top. Way over the top for a 17-year-old. Where did that rage come from, the 17-year-old? Really? I'm ashamed. I'm really ashamed of you, Tim Hortons. And I hope you go bankrupt. And I curse you. I curse you that you go bankrupt really quickly so I don't have to watch your dumb fucking videos of your bad service.